You think you know how to book a flight? You grab the cheapest fare, check a bag, and hope for the best. But what if there's a whole world of hidden flight tricks out there? Strategies so ingenious, airlines would rather you didn't know about them. These aren't just tips. They're insider secrets that can save you money, time, and make your journey infinitely more comfortable. Welcome back to Fly Global, your definitive guide to mastering the skies, empowering your journeys, and revealing the truth behind the travel industry. Today, we're exposing 15 hidden flight tricks airlines are keeping quiet about on purpose. Get ready to outsmart the system and elevate your travel game. Number 1. The 24-hour free cancellation loophole. Ever booked a flight only to find a better deal hours later? Airlines won't loudly remind you, but there's a golden rule, the 24-hour free cancellation loophole. For flights to or from the US, federal regulations allow you to cancel or change your ticket within 24 hours of purchase, often without penalty, as long as it's booked at least 7 days before departure. I booked a flight and then saw the price drop by $100 within 3 hours, a savvy traveler recounted. I called the airline, referenced the 24-hour rule, and they canceled my old booking and let me rebook at the lower price with no fee. It works. This rule applies to most major airlines operating in the US for non-refundable tickets. It's designed to give you a grace period for booking errors. Don't assume you're stuck. Always check if you're within this window if plans or prices change. Number 2. Beat dynamic pricing with incognito mode and VPNs. Ever noticed flight prices changing after multiple searches? Airlines and travel sites use cookies and your IP address to track your interest, sometimes leading to dynamic pricing that increases fares. The hidden trick is to beat this by searching in incognito or private browse mode, and even using a VPN to appear as if you're searching from a different location. I tested this once, a tech-savvy traveler explained. Searched for a flight from my home IP, saw it jump $20. Switched to a VPN in a different country, used incognito, and the original, lower price was back. Airlines don't want you knowing they track your interest. Always start your flight searches in incognito/private mode. If you're flexible with departure countries or want to see prices from different regions, a VPN can be highly effective, as prices can vary greatly by the perceived origin of the search. Number 3. The power of error fares and how to spot them. Airlines sometimes make mistakes, leading to ridiculously cheap error fares or mistake fares. These are often short-lived glitches, but if you're quick, you can snag incredible deals. Airlines won't broadcast their errors, they'll quietly fix them. My friend once flew from New York to Tokyo for a $300 round trip because of an error fare, a travel blogger excitedly shared. She found it on a deals site, booked immediately, and the airline honored it even though it was fixed hours later. Follow flight deal websites, forums, and social media accounts that specialize in finding these. You need to act fast as they disappear quickly. Be prepared to book immediately and avoid making non-refundable plans, like hotels, until the ticket is confirmed and past the cancellation window. Number 4. Always search with flexible dates. Airlines want you to plug in exact dates, but that's where they can maximize their profit. One of the simplest hidden tricks is to always search with flexible dates. Even shifting your travel by a day or two can unlock significantly cheaper fares. I was set on flying on a Saturday, but when I selected flexible dates on Google Flights, I found the same flight was $150 cheaper if I left on a Tuesday, a smart shopper revealed. Airlines don't highlight those cheaper days unless you ask. Use tools like Google Flights Date Grid or Skyscanner's cheapest month feature. Weekday travel, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, is almost always cheaper than weekends. Flexibility is your biggest weapon against dynamic pricing. Number 5. Cheaper fares with hidden city ticketing. This is a controversial but effective trick, hidden city ticketing or skip lagging. You book a flight with a layover at your actual desired destination, but the final destination is somewhere further. The trick is, you simply get off at the layover city and skip the last leg. Airlines hate this because it circumvents their pricing. I needed to fly to Denver, but a flight from my city to Seattle with a layover in Denver was hundreds cheaper, a budget traveler admitted. I just got off in Denver. Saved a ton, but I only carried a backpack so I didn't have checked luggage. Use with extreme caution. Airlines can penalize you, cancel return legs, revoke frequent flyer miles. If caught, never check a bag, it will go to the final destination. only used for one-way travel or the first leg of a round trip. This trick works because direct flights are often priced higher than connecting ones. Number 6. Leverage airline alliances for global perks. Airlines rarely emphasize the full power of their alliances: Star Alliance, SkyTeam, Oneworld, beyond simple code shares. But the hidden trick is that your elite status with one airline can grant you perks like lounge access, priority boarding, extra baggage, and even upgrade priority across all airlines in that alliance, globally. I have gold status with United, which is Star Alliance, a frequent international traveler explained. I flew Lufthansa, a Star Alliance partner, and my United status got me into their business class lounge and priority boarding, even though I was in economy. Airlines don't exactly advertise these deep benefits. Understand which alliance your preferred airline belongs to. Maximize your points and status within that alliance. These benefits are often not explicitly offered at check-in. You need to present your loyalty card or number to claim them. Number 7. The art of pre-flight seat swap scouting. Want a better seat, even if you paid for basic economy? The hidden trick is to become a pre-flight seat swap scout. Airlines often release premium economy, exit row, or even basic economy seats closer to departure or at the gate if they haven't been sold. Monitor your flight seat map constantly in the days and hours leading up to takeoff. I always check my airlines app every few hours before a flight, a savvy flyer advised. Once, a few hours before departure, an exit row seat opened up that was previously blocked. I immediately changed my seat for free through the app. Airlines rarely announce these openings. Use the Airlines app or website. Look for green, unassigned, or previously blocked seats. If you have elite status, you might get access to these for free. Even without status, they might become available for a small fee or upon polite request at the gate if the flight is light. Number 8. The gate agent's discretion. Gate agents wield more power than you might think. While they can't magically upgrade everyone, a hidden trick is understanding their discretionary power for rebooking, minor issues, or even accommodating special requests when you approach them with politeness and a valid reason. They won't broadcast this flexibility. My carry-on was slightly over the size limit, and the agent usually would have made me check it for a fee, a thankful passenger recounted. But I was friendly, explained I was on a very tight connection, and she just waved me through. It's about how you ask. This isn't about demanding. It's about respectful interaction. If you've had a minor issue, for example, just missed a connection due to airport security, slightly oversized carry-on, or a last-minute seat preference, approach them calmly and politely. Their ability to help often depends on their mood and your demeanor. Number 9. Boarding group utilization for overhead space. Overhead bin space is a battlefield. Airlines don't tell you the hidden trick of strategic boarding group utilization. If you're in an early group, board immediately to guarantee space. If you're in a late group and the bins look full, sometimes waiting until last can get you a gate check bag directly to the jet bridge at your destination, avoiding baggage claim lines. I was in the last boarding group and saw all the overhead bins were packed, a travel consultant explained. I waited until everyone else boarded. The gate agent immediately offered to gate check my bag for free, and it was waiting for me right as I exited the plane at my destination. Saved me so much time. This trick is about playing the odds. For critical carry-ons, board as early as possible. For non-essential bags, consider waiting. Note that gate checking often means your bag might not be accessible during layovers. Number 10. Maximize compensation for delays and cancellations. When your flight is delayed or canceled, airlines won't always proactively offer you the full compensation you might be entitled to. This is a crucial hidden trick. Know your passenger rights under regulations like EU 261 for flights to from Europe or DOT rules for US flights. You could be owed cash, rebooking on another airline, or hotel stays, far beyond a simple voucher. My flight to Paris was delayed for over 5 hours, a well-informed traveler stated. The airline first offered a small food voucher, but I knew about EU 261. I politely but firmly requested the cash compensation I was entitled to, and after some back and forth, I got it. Airlines don't just hand this out. Research the specific passenger rights that apply to your flights, especially international ones. If a delay or cancellation occurs, politely but assertively inquire about your rights, mentioning relevant regulations if applicable. Keep documentation of your delay. Number 11. Free stopovers on international tickets. Many international airlines quietly allow free stopovers on multi-leg itineraries, letting you spend a few days in a connecting city without an additional fare increase. This is a hidden trick to get two destinations for the price of one, but airlines rarely highlight it up front as it complicates simple bookings. I wanted to go to Rome, and my flight had a layover in Istanbul, a curious traveler shared. I discovered Turkish Airlines allows a free stopover, so I booked my flight to Rome with a 3-day stop in Istanbul. Got to explore a whole new city for free. This is more common on long-haul international flights, especially with full-service carriers from their hub cities. You usually have to call the airline or use the multi-city search function on their website. It's a fantastic way to maximize your trip value. Number 12. Accessing secret complimentary in-flight amenities. While airlines increasingly charge for everything, many still offer hidden complimentary in-flight amenities upon request. We're talking about more than just water. On longer flights, you might get complimentary snacks beyond the basic offering: earplugs, eye masks, blankets, or even a basic first aid kit. They often don't advertise these. You have to ask. I was on a long international flight, feeling a bit chilly, and just asked if they had any spare blankets, a surprised passenger shared. The flight attendant brought me one, along with an eye mask. They don't announce it, but it was there. This varies greatly by airline, route length, and aircraft. Be polite and ask discreetly. Don't expect gourmet meals, but simple comforts can often be provided without charge, especially on full-service carriers. Number 13. The power outlet hunt. Dead phone mid-flight? Don't assume there's no power. On older planes or some budget carriers, power outlets can be hidden, sometimes under the seat in front, between seats, or even in the footwell. This hidden trick requires a quick search. Airlines won't always tell you where to look, if they exist. I was on an older Boeing, desperate for power, and couldn't find an outlet on the seatback, a relieved traveler explained. A flight attendant saw me struggling and pointed out it was tucked away under the seat, almost invisible. Saved my battery. Be discreet and look around your seat area. If you can't find one, a polite question to a flight attendant, when they aren't busy, might yield results. Remember, not all planes have them, but it's always worth a quick look or asking. Number 14. The special meal advantage. Here's a hidden trick for your in-flight dining. Ordering a special meal, vegetarian, vegan, gluten-free, or religious. Not only do you get a meal tailored to your needs, but these meals are almost always served first, before the regular meal service begins. Plus, many frequent travelers report them often being fresher and sometimes even higher quality. I always order a special meal, usually vegetarian, a seasoned traveler shared. I get my meal delivered first, long before the cart even starts moving down the aisle. It's a small win, but it feels great to eat without interruption. Order your special meal at least 24 to 48 hours in advance through your airline's website or by calling customer service. This is especially useful on longer flights where standard meal choices might run out. It's not about dietary need, it's about strategy. Number 15. Asking for extra snacks and drinks. Airlines often limit initial snack and drink service to encourage buying more. But a simple hidden trick is to politely ask for extras after the initial service has completed and things have settled down. Often, flight attendants have surplus stock and are happy to provide an additional soda, a bag of pretzels, or even a second coffee if you ask nicely. On a long flight, I finished my drink quickly but didn't want to bother them during service, a grateful passenger explained. Once they cleared everything, I politely asked for another water, and the flight attendant brought me 2 bottles and an extra snack. They usually don't mind when they're not rushed. Timing is key. Wait until flight attendants are less busy, usually after the main meal/drink service has concluded and they are doing their rounds or preparing for landing. A polite, "Excuse me, may I please have another water?" is often met with a positive response. There you have it, 15 powerful hidden flight tricks that airlines prefer you didn't know. By arming yourself with this insider knowledge, you can navigate the complex world of air travel like a pro, saving money, securing comfort, and experiencing truly smarter journeys. At Fly Global, we believe empowered travelers are smarter travelers. If these secret airline hacks blew your mind, hit that like button, subscribe to Fly Global for more exclusive travel revelations, and comment below. Which hidden trick are you going to try on your next flight? Safe travels and happy tricking!